Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's video, we're doing the Light Seers Tarot review. I just got this in the mail, and I'm very excited about doing this review because I'm taking it from another perspective today. I want to do a side-by-side review of the Light Seers Tarot along with the original Rider Waite Tarot to give the opportunity for new tarot learners to have a look at the original card side by side with the Light Seers Tarot. And if you're really good with your tarot cards, maybe you just want to check out how beautiful this deck is. So let's first take a look at the Light Seers Tarot. It comes in this beautiful box. This is, of course, the mass market version by Chris Ann. And it comes in this beautiful box. This is originally the High Priestess inside the box. So this is what it looks like on the side, on the front. This is, of course, by Hay House. Because as you may know, this deck was originally funded in a Kickstarter, and now it's one of the sought after decks for good reasons. It's a very beautiful deck, and they say always pick the deck that is calling for you, and that's definitely a deck that has been calling for me. I think we'll do some great readings with this deck in the channel. So on the inside, it has this beautiful message. It says, "And into the gray we follow, like 1,000 flickering stars. And there in a sunlit hollow, we lose and find what is ours. Dear light and shadow seer, may this deck help you to find what is yours." What a sweet message. So lovely. So right away, when you open the deck, you find the Light Seers guidebook. And I'm not going to get too much into it, but I always say it's important to read the guidebook. It has some beautiful messages in there. I've had a quick look. So it talks about tarot. If you're a new tarot, if you're learning about tarot, that's going to be really useful for you. It gets you familiar with upright and reversals and what light and shadow means in every card, and some amazing spreads as well, as you can see. An introduction to the major arcanas, and then of course into the regular deck. So with every card, you get a picture of the card on the side. It's not colored, but it's really beautiful. And you get just a little description of what you would want to understand from the card. It's just really beautiful. I highly recommend that you read this. You'll always get a different perspective when you have a look at the guidebook. So what's in there? Of course, and you see they're marked with the cups and the wands and everything. It's just beautiful. It's a thick, nice, good quality book. And this is Chris Ann right there. All right, so now let's take a look at the deck itself. And so this is, wow, the colors are just amazing. They pop as soon as you bring them out. So this is how the back looks like. Isn't it beautiful? Originally on the Kickstarter's deck, it had this beautiful green gliding. Is that what it's called? Is that what it's called? Gilding, some green gilding right there. So the stock itself, the card stock itself, is pretty average for a standard deck, and the colors just pop. I'm sure you can see that as well. All right, so before we reveal the pictures as promised, now we're going to do a side-by-side comparison between the Light Seers and the original Rider Waite Tarot deck. All right, so this is actually my first tarot deck. It's been given to me as a gift from two very dear friends. One of them is a tarot reader that's been a tarot reader for 20 years, I think, and they both gifted this to me, as you can see, and it is a very dear deck to me. No matter how many decks, it will always be something that I connect with. It's what I've learned tarot from. It was from this deck. All right, you can see it aged pretty gracefully. All right, so now let's take a look at the comparison between both. Whoa, so beautiful, don't you think? So here you have the Fool on the Rider Waite and the Fool here. You right away see a lot of sacred geometry in her drawings. She depicted the drawings beautifully, and you can always find the same message really depicted, but at the same time there's another twist or a chance to look deeper into the card from another perspective. Like here she's holding an amethyst instead of the white flower. It just makes you think of so many things when you're looking at a tarot card drawn from a different perspective, but still giving in the same message. So this is the Fool card. We don't want to talk too much so that you get the chance to see both. So how am I going to do this? I'm just going to take it away and put it on the side. All right. You have the Magician. Isn't it beautiful? Okay, so I'm going to keep it here. Let's plan it well so that you are comfortable watching the rest of the video. Right. So this is how we're going to do it. Do you see how the Magician with the infinity here, and there you have the infinity with his magic as well? So beautiful. The High Priestess. That's what I said was on the deck on the outside. And can you see with the High Priestess, I mean, she's closing her eyes, but it's actually like opened at the same time. Do you see? So it's like she can still see even when she has her eyes closed. And it gives you so much meaning to work with. And that's what I mean by having more in the card. There are many runes I see. She has so much symbolism in the cards. You have the Empress here. That's the Empress. And you can see with the fertility, she has the earth as the womb. It's so beautiful, isn't it? Did you see how vibrant the cards are? And they're matte, but they're quite slippery. I think they're going to be very easy to shuffle. You have the Emperor here. The Hierophant, a new perspective to the Hierophant. Isn't it? That's a really cool Hierophant here with the staircase up to heaven. Again, with the sacred geometry. So beautiful. Do you see the Lovers? Oh, and one thing everyone loves about this deck is how inclusive it is. And it's so... If you feel like you met these people in real life, you know? They're real people who exist that you met somewhere in your world. And you feel like it brought the tarot art to life, you know? Such beautiful, vibrant color. I love how the Strength card is depicted here. And you have the Lamb almost like her trying to curb her... the things that she wants, focusing on her strength. You have the Hermit. You see how the Hermit left their light, and they themselves are illuminated. She's almost afloat. So beautiful. So you see the Wheel of Fortune side by side here. Isn't it beautiful? A modern twist to it again with all the sacred geometry in there. I think in the channel we'll get so much into it as we do the readings. It will help us really get an accurate depiction of the reading themselves. You have the letters here, the tarot letters, the Justice. So beautiful. Almost like two different characters here holding the sword. It's like her reflection is another person. So interesting. Beautiful. The cards are just beautiful. Wow. The Hanged Man. Do you see the difference? Isn't the art just mind-blowing? And with the runes here, it gives you so much meanings to what she wants to learn and get to understand. The Death card. And that's really interesting here. Because here, the death, you have death and rebirth, which is what the death card is all about. I think if you're trying to learn tarot and you want a beautiful tarot deck that is really going to speak to you, that is going to be easy to use as a beginner, but at the same time enjoy the art and help use your intuition, I think the Light Seers is a great deck to start with. You have the devil here, and the devil is extending his hand for showing you that he wants to help, but at the same time controlling someone here. I don't want to get too much into the art. The art is just mind-blowing. You see how the tower here is different? So beautiful. Oh, the thunder and the butterflies showing you that there's always transformation after a tough time. The stars. So it's almost like she's earthing her wish, you know? Being in control of it and knowing that she's going to earth it and make it happen. So interesting. The moon. Wow. Do you see how she gets deep down into her emotions and thinks of her light and shadow, and is not afraid to deal with the depth of her emotions and try to heal it and think about it? So beautiful. Oh, one of my favorite cards, the Sun card. Isn't it gorgeous? I mean, it instantly, with all the vibrant, beautiful colors, I think it instantly brings you positivity, doesn't it? Judgment. I love the perspective here with the Judgment. Someone awakening, you know? Someone awakening from their mindset and moving into a new world of thinking and freeing themselves because they think of things differently now. The World card. Isn't it beautiful? I think I'm going to go faster so that you can have the time to see it all. All right, so the Ace of Wands. Do you see how the Ace of Wands is depicted here with the fire and the passion, igniting a new idea? The Two of Wands. Do you see? Almost like she has some travel plans and she's looking outside, thinking about it and planning for it. Whoa. Three of Wands. Side by side there. Again, thinking before taking action, or maybe waiting too long before you plunge in, you know? Very clear here. It's so beautiful. And with the fire, it almost gives this feeling in this deck that she's about to embark on this new journey. Wow. The Four of Wands. I love how the Four of Wands are depicted here because it's more of a celebration here. A new high, a new beginning of something a new ascension to something new and a new bliss, a new blessing and a new bliss. Five of Wands. Whoa. And do you see how they're all like fighting each other, but they all want to reach the same goal, and they can like all use their sticks to help each other reach it, you know? And that everything is abundant. The lack of abundance mindset is what brings a lot of trouble to people, really, in their thinking. Wow, isn't this gorgeous? The Six of Wands. How beautiful is this card? The Seven of Wands. Isn't it beautiful? Because here you can really see a different perspective where she is building internal strength, building up the courage inside her first before she faces people, like in the original tarot, Rider Waite. So beautiful. You can see the bubble of her building up her internal courage with all the wands. Beautiful. It's like a manifestation wands, her becoming in charge of her life. Oh, the Eight of Wands. Isn't it beautiful, the Eight of Wands here? You truly feel the movement in this card, don't you? I mean, with the original tarot Rider Waite, you know that there's movement here. But here, you can really see that action is about to happen, that things are already moving, and that things are already going to happen. It's just beautiful. The colors are just beautiful. The Nine of Wands. So nice. You can see how the characters have different facial expressions here. So nice. The Ten of Wands. Here you kind of feel like she's in charge. She has a lot of weight, but she figured out a way to carry it, and now she's moving in towards the right direction, and that she's getting herself out of this. Very nice. Out of this lonely, hard road. The Page of Wands. So vibrant and so in action here. Don't you feel like you've seen this girl before, right? So beautiful. So beautiful. All right, the Knight of Wands. So much fun there. The Queen of Wands. I love her expressions. Don't you feel like she's just so passionate and excited about life? With all the candles, you feel like there's a calmness to her passion, and like she's manifesting things completely in control. It's so sweet. You can see the black cat there. Oh, so wonderful how it's depicted. Ooh, the King of Wands. Very hot man right there. So nice. Again, feel like you've seen these characters. Oh, the Ace of Cups. I mean, I'm gonna let you tell me what you think. Isn't this just beautiful? You can really see the passion and the healing and the love slowly coming out, being cleansed. Oh, it's just so beautiful. The Two of Cups here is just so nice, because in the original tarot Rider Waite, you can see that I offer you my cup, you offer me yours. Here it's more like partnership. We both fill in both of our cups. Isn't that wonderful? You can really see rainbows coming out. With the chakras here, there's so much symbolism, and if you just focus a little bit, I think you'll get to see more to the card that you can interpret, and it depends on what you really notice. The geometry here and the symbolism is just wonderful. The Three of Cups is just so much calmer here with the purple. Reminds me of the amethyst. Such a calm friendship here. So nice. Oh, the Four of Cups. Do you see how there is a hand handing her the cup? She can't really see it. Rainbow on the side, that there's hope, to her empty cups. So nice. The Five of Cups. So there's one cup behind her, one cup that she's like emptying maybe, or maybe she's thinking as she's emptying. Maybe she's emptying her sadness. There's so many ways to look at this. Oh my God, isn't this just the cutest way to predict the Six of Cups? It's like growing up together. What a cute card. I think this card really touches my heart, and it depicts the Six of Cups in the best way possible. It's just really nice in my opinion. The Seven of Cups. See, this one's really interesting because it looks like he has a lot to choose from as usual, but they're like upside down. I don't think he can see all the snakes and the dragons hidden in there, and one of them has the road, but he's not sure which one. There are ladders that leading nowhere. There's just so much you can think about when looking at these cards, and he's giving his back towards the sea. Maybe he's in a good place. The Eight of Cups, leaving it all behind. You can see one cup full of fire, just leaving it to the horizon where the sun is shining in this card, as opposed to here. And there's showing that there's a new, better beginning happening for her. Just so nice. The Nine of Cups. You can truly see the success here in this card. How much this person is happy with what they've accumulated and achieved. Clearly in this card. Love the blue hair color. So nice. Makes you think of so many things. Oh, the happy family. Isn't this beautiful? Look at the colors. She's done a great job with the art and the colors. I feel like as a reader, my heart just pops thinking of so much to admire and think about and talk about. It just really pushes my emotions out, allowing me to have better intuition and to think about the cards in a more passionate way, to see the different aspects and the details. And speaking of aspects and details, can you see how his legs are hanging out? Makes you really think, doesn't it? I mean, he probably has his head up in the clouds, thinking there, dangling, thinking about what he could do, thinking about his future. You also have like a really nice heart here. What? So nice. The Knight of Cups. Isn't this beautiful? So nice. The Queen of Cups. You really see the passion in the Queen of Cups here. You can see energy coming out of her hands, her heart, and she's like in the water, but she's also expressing her emotions at the same time. She's like really taking it all in and thinking about it, being grateful. It's this maturity in emotions. Again, with the King of Cups, I really do see the maturity in emotions, in his emotions as well. This totally looks like a person who I've seen in real life. And it feels like he's balancing out his emotions, but at the same time in the sea, so he's feeling it, but at the same time, with the Pisces here, reached maturity and balanced out, became mature about it. Wow, sacred geometry all the way. And we'll get into that in the channel, but I mean, you can really see here how her idea is really growing, initiating into something new. So such an amazing way to depict the Ace of Swords. The Two of Swords. So in the Swords deck, in the Light Seers, they depict the swords as ravens. You'll see it in the themes here. A lot of tattoos with a lot of symbolism as well. You can see the Three of Swords on her arms straight away. And you can kind of see with the Three of Swords here that she's the one that's tearing up her heart. I mean, other people are like playing with her heart, but she's the one really tearing it. And I think that it really shows you how you need to take control of your heart and heal, but at the same time not dwell into the pain and let it take over you. So nice. Oh, the Four of Swords is just so nice. You feel like she's nesting, recuperating, taking her time to think about things. Just so nice. Five of Swords here is really interesting because I really see this person as thinking hard about what he's done. I think he's the one that's playing mind games on himself with this Five of Swords and the Light Seers here. And I think that there's he could see things in another perspective, but I think he's playing mind games with himself here, with the negative thoughts taking over him. Six of Swords, you can see her moving into a new direction. Light at the end of the tunnel, so nice. The Seven of Swords here is really interesting because this looks like a sneaking character, but he's leaving trails of feathers falling, and I think his trails are like making all the noise, revealing what he's doing. So brilliant. The Eight of Swords, oh my god, I love how in the Eight of Swords here, it's like her reflection is what's keeping her stuck. Brilliant. The art is just amazing. The Nine of Swords, very close to the original picture. So nice. You can see like there's white thoughts that can come in and replace these dark thoughts, light thoughts. The Ten of Swords here depicts a stronger message of this being the end. She's been through it all. some dark times, and now she's got back up, picked herself back up. She's standing, she's not laying down, and she's moving towards the light. Oh, the Page of Swords is so beautiful. You can instantly see here how the Page of Swords is educating themselves, even though they're during their risky times. Do you see that? They're like passing through this tough time so that they can finish their education, and they already have a lot of ideas on how they can free themselves and what they can do in the future. Brilliant card, brilliant energy here. Knight of Swords, you can really depict the movement here in the cards, can't you? Can really see the movement here. Action. The Queen of Swords is so beautiful here. Do you see her facial expressions? Let me get this a bit closer. She seems confident. She seems in control of her plans and her actions, and she's sending away her plans into fruition. She knows what she's doing. She's so brilliant. It's like total control. She's really in control here. She's winning. Oh, I just noticed something. Underneath her bed, you can see a cup, meaning that she's like taking charge of her emotions, maybe imprisoning them a little bit, but controlling them maybe. While she's controlling them, is she imprisoning her emotions? Good question to ask. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant. I mean, I can't get enough of the art here. We can go on forever. The King of Swords is one of my favorites. Looks like a beautiful character here who's on top of the mountains, thinking, you know, recuperating, taking the time to think about everything with wisdom. So nice. The Ace of Pentacles is just amazing. You see with the Ace of Pentacles here, there's roots, meaning that if you put this idea anywhere into the right ground, it's going to grow into something amazing. It's just like an idea that's ready to bring fruitful blessings into your life. That's just going to grow into something big and amazing. What can I say? Brilliant. I love it. With the Two of Pentacles here, I see her kind of like picking between two things. One thing that she already has in her hands and another that she's thinking to include, and she's really going back and forth. Should I leave what I have, or should I just keep what I have and let go of what I don't have? It's just she has a lot of thoughts, and you can really see it. Very nice. With the bag, it shows you that she has a lot to carry and a lot to lose if she lets go of it. So nice. Three of Pentacles working together. So nice, of course. It's very clear what it is. With the Four of Pentacles, you can really see here how she's holding on to her pentacles of what she has. And it makes you think with her facial expressions and her runes. A lot of things to think about here. Is she doing the right thing, holding on, or should she invest a little bit? Should she have this balance? A lot to think about. The colors in the card are magnificent. What a beautiful painting. You almost want to put it on your wall. Wow. The Five of Pentacles. Do you see how there's a key here? She thinks she's stuck with this big door, but the key's right there and she's just not looking. It's just so nice, the art. The Eight of Pentacles. I mean the Six of Pentacles with the infinity here. Again, a lot of geometric shapes giving you a lot of ideas. So nice. Seven of Pentacles. You can see that whatever he's been working on is growing, but he can't see that underneath a lot more is going on that's going to really help in the future for him to see so much of the fruits of his labor in the future. The cards really show you and depict the messages very well, in my opinion. Just trying to make sure it doesn't move. Okay, now it's clear. So you have the Eight of Pentacles here. So beautiful. working on her goals, working here. It's more on nutrition. So whatever it is you're working on, yourself, your studies, I have studies here, your work. Again, do you see the symbology up there? Wow. It is so nice. The Ten of Pentacles really shows you how a wish fulfillment happened, but there's a twist here. There's an owl standing instead of the bird, showing that she really thought hard and worked hard and planned towards her wish fulfillment. Hold on. Sorry about that. Showing that she really thought, put a lot of thought and planning into whatever she achieved. You see a lot of herbs, showing how she took very good care of her project and herself along the way. There's just so much. There's so much to these cards, really. Oh, the Ten of Pentacles. Isn't this beautiful? I have to show you up close. So beautiful. You can really see the happy family, the wish fulfillment, again with the sacred geometry on point, right in the same place, the right place. You see the children playing, the happy family. It's just so nice, isn't it? Page of Pentacles. So cute, isn't it? Ah, I really love it. The art is just wonderful. Now you have the Knight of Pentacles, of course, the infamous, the slowest moving knight of the deck. See, he has his coins on his back, left the horse, and I see him in this deck being more in charge of the situation, you know, leaving the horse and going out to explore, being the leader, leading the way. Very nice perspective. You see the Queen of, isn't the Queen of Pentacles just amazing? She has all these branches coming out of her scarf. So stylish and beautiful, so self-confident. I feel like, this is a personal feeling, I feel like the Queen of Pentacles in the original tarot is more soft and not as strong as how she's depicted here in the Light Seers. I love that. I mean, I love both perspectives. They both show you different sides when you're doing a reading, and that's what I really love. The King of Pentacles, that's what I first showed you. You see the vibrant colors, the orange. I love his cozy house, his cozy space. Speaking of that, thank you so much for sharing my sacred space with me. I hope you enjoyed this beautiful comparison between the Light Seers and the tarot. If you're thinking about it, I say take the plunge. You're really going to enjoy this deck. It's really good for both a tarot learner, if you're learning tarot from the beginning, or if you're well versed, because it really does help you use both your intuition and your knowledge with tarot. It helps you do that, use both. And I always think that it's important to use both the knowledge that you have and your intuition at the same time. So I hope you've enjoyed this side-by-side comparison. I hope it was useful for you. Please let me know down in the comments what you think of this, if you love this deck. And we'll be doing a lot of readings with it. I'm sure it'll bring out some amazing magic into our readings, and looking forward to doing more future readings for you. And I'll catch you the next time. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe so that you never miss a video that I upload. And I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!